absolutely right, Andrew. If you remember this Mercyhurst team from a year ago, this team looks completely different. You hit the nail on the head. 14 new players into the program this year for the Lakers. But what's really notable about this Mercyhurst recruiting is Coach Sisti goes from all over the place. Just 4 Americans on this team. I'll let you guess who the most representation is coming from. That's Canada. It's up to you, New York, to stay alive this postseason. Hello, everyone, and welcome into sports. I'm Gino Antimarino. If you're a Yankees fan, you're probably hoping that my singing is the worst thing you endure this evening. Joey Spallina, you talked about him, you hyped him up. Look at that pass. Now, I know what you're saying. On first look, that's the #1 play of the week. I understand it. But watch the slow motion. Joey Spallina, snake eyes. How does he see Anderson open? Out of the Orange has signed a name, image, and likeness deal. Yes, you heard that right. So now not only is an Orange more famous than me, but is also making more money. That's great. My therapist will be hearing about this. Everything that has went wrong for Syracuse, it has been Adrian Autry that has been the scapegoat for it all. And he said, listen, there's only so many rebounding drills I can do. Wake Forest, by the way, the worst rebounding team in the ACC. Wake Forest out-rebounded Syracuse today. So let me get this straight. Milo, you have Syracuse winning 6 of the last 7.
Yeah. No joke intended, Gino. Come on.
Someone else who's putting up points left and right. Back to the lacrosse field we go. The senior, Michael Leo. He hasn't scored a bigger goal in his life than the one against Penn in overtime. Let's take another look at this. Oop, excuse me. Bam. So let's not waste any more time. Let's see how this went down at the JMA Wireless Dome. To start things off, Syracuse with an excellent start in this one. As you can see here, J.J. Starling, righty dribble, throwing it up. How you doing? William Kyle throwing it down. 8-0 Syracuse, 2.5 minutes played, but unfortunately, that was all you were really going to see from J.J. Starling, who you can see right there clasping his right hamstring. He went back to the locker room, came back, watched the rest of the game from the sideline, and speaking of more ugly, you can say, for the Orange, the three-pointers, Rahil, just continue to be a struggle for Syracuse.
Yeah, Gino, similar to last year, but the reason they didn't need it was because of this man right here, Nathan George. What a debut for him in the Dome.
Getting it done on both ends of the floor. 5 steals, 14 points, and oh yeah, how about 8 assists, including this one right here to Donnie Freeman, who flushed it.
Here's Chafee the other way for the crunch, short-handed, peels away from traffic in the near corner. On his back end, lays it softly behind the cage. Where Connor Mackey, who scored the first goal in tonight's game, his first of the season, walks it up for the Pack. 4 minutes played in the second period. 3-2 the score, Crunch on top of the Pack. Over the blue line now in the far side, Lundmark and Perot go at it. Perot, the leading point getter for the Wolfpack. Puck comes out to the near corner. Stepping up is Othman, who's got a goal today. Slides it to Fix Wolanski. Up to the point straight away. Out of the near side, Perot, right dot. Back straight away, Mackey. Thought about a shot, now re-elects. Walks that far side. Down low into the corner for Fix Wolanski. Back to the point, Mackey. Walks it in. Down low into the corner, Fix Wolanski. 49 seconds left on the power play. A shot from straight away by Mackey off the glove of Fanti and into the near corner. 2-on-2 scrum ensues. Look out here, pass right in front for Fix Wolanski. Off the glove of Fanti on the shot. What a save, and the Crunch clear. Boy, what a pass, and even better save as the puck now between the blue lines. Wolfpack have it over the Crunch end. Adam Sikora spinning away from Santini. He plays it down low. Wolfpack control with 18 seconds left on the penalty for the Crunch. To the point, Fitzgerald, the captains this power play. Pass in front, knocked away by Groshev. Here comes Stahoviak over the blue line of the Wolfpack end. Pirouettes and plays it between the blue lines. Chris Harper, fresh off the bench, taps it down low, and we're back to full strength. 5.5 minutes played in the second period. 3-2 the score. Crunch on top of the Wolfpack. Harper flutters one into the far side. Fitzgerald away from Abrazizi. And Hartford clears. Down to my right, Harper stands up behind his goaltender, Ryan Fanti, to slow things down. Plays it to Connor Geekie, who starts crossing over out of his own end. He's over the blue line, now the red line. Loses his footing. puts his palms up to the sky as he loses possession. Walcott over the blue line for the Wolfpack on his backhand, tries to tuck it in front. Harper with a nice defense takes it away. Crunch have possession, moving from right to left. Geeky, and he plays it to Harper. The defenseman sends it in deep of the Wolfpack end. 6.5 minutes played in the second period, 3-2 the score, with the Crunch leading over the Wolfpack. First meeting between these two teams. As the Wolfpack from past the blue line, play it on cage to Fanti, quickly headmans it up to Geeky, walks it in, slap shot off the blocker, and played into the far corner. Spencer Martin flashed the leather there, but look out, the Crunch have an opportunity as they take back over possession inside the Wolfpack end. Aaron passing by Hartford. We'll see if that costs him here. Petronero straight away. Slides it across to Lundmark. Cross-ice feed to Sturts. It's off his stick. He's got to reset here. Back to Petronero. Slap shot off the pad. Rebound goes into the far corner. Mercury loses his stick. He's got to try and pick it up. That allows the Wolfpack to clear. Mateo Petronero's got it on the far side. Rims it around the boards, out of his zone, and out towards the blue line. Now the red, Gauthier. He's got a penalty in today's game. A nice shimmy shake there. He walks it over the blue line. Race shot! It's in! What a shot by Gauthier! A toe drag release, and it beats Martin to extend the Crunch lead to 2. 7.5 minutes played in the second period. Ethan Gauthier, his first goal on the season, and everybody giving him love.
Which makes it 7-7. About 30 seconds played in the second quarter. Ball at the Syracuse 35. It's 2nd and 10 for Pittsburgh. Heinzel out of an empty set, gets the ball. Dishes underneath. This one's caught by Blue Hicks. Gets a first down and a little bit more as he works outside the far numbers and pushed out of bounds. Nice catch and go underneath. And move the sticks again for Pittsburgh. Demetrius Samuel was right there to drag Hicks out of bounds. The most targeted DB in the country, Demetrius Samuel, the true freshman. First down with the ball at the Syracuse 23. Heinzel barking orders at his O-line. Turner off his right hip. Bunch formation to the right side. Heinzel claps his hands, gets the ball. Hand off to Turner. Runs off right guard. Has green grass to work. Across the 10. He brings a bunch of Navy jerseys with him to the 5. And now he's brought down. Turner would not take no for an answer. Ran right up the gut. Met with pressure immediately, but kept the legs churning and burning. Deuce Chestnut, along with Brahim Long, David Reese, the whole defensive unit for Syracuse, trying to keep Turner out of the end zone. And now the ball is spotted at the 5. First down for Pittsburgh. Heinzel in an empty set. Waves Turner to his left hip. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Takes the snap, hand off to Turner immediately. Jets towards the right side. Outside the numbers, and he can't get anywhere. Antoine Delorier, the freshman, wrapping him up and dragging him down. Second down for Pittsburgh.
And that is where Delorier has absolutely excelled, and the reason that he is on all those watch lists. He's not great in coverage, but tracking down ball carriers and stopping the run, he is probably the best on Syracuse's defense.
Ball on the right hash. Second down for Pittsburgh at the 6-yard line of Syracuse's end. Heinzel out of the gun, takes the snap, airs one to the pylon. It's caught by Poppy Williams, but an immediate tackle at the 5 by Cornell Perry. The Syracuse crowd starting to come to life as third down rings over the PA speakers.
Really good instincts from Perry to flock to the ball carrier there. That was a sneaky route trying to disguise him underneath, and Perry was all over it. Very anticipatory. That's what you want, proactive DBs.
Ball at the Syracuse 4. It's third down for Pittsburgh. Turner off of Heinzel's right hip. Heinzel claps his hands, gets the ball, looks over the middle, steps up in the pocket, has nowhere to go, gets flushed out to the right side. He's dragged down! Devin Grant brings him down by his ankles at around the 15, stands up and starts dancing to this raucous crowd here at the JMA Wireless Dome. That's the leadership that Grant brings to the table brings up 4th down for Pittsburgh, and with that, they send out the field goal unit. Trey Butkowski set for a 31-yard field goal. On the right hash, the snap, the hold, the kick is up. And it's good. 10-7, Pittsburgh leads over Syracuse, 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. Even though Pittsburgh got that field goal, an excellent defensive stand by Syracuse to not allow a touchdown. That's going to give some life to the Syracuse offense. We'll see how they do when we come back. You're listening to Syracuse football on the original home of the Orange, WAER. The horn blows, both teams get set, and Syracuse wins the opening tip courtesy of William Kyle. J.J. Starling brings the ball up the floor for the Orange and sets up the offense, working on the left side of the floor. Nate George from the near wing. Had a solid game last time out, 26 points, and he turns it away. SMU grabs it. It's Jaden Toombs, the freshman, who gives it up to Miller over the timeline. SMU has lost 4 straight heading into the ACC tournament. Syracuse losing its last 5. Miller strokes a 3-pointer from the right wing, off back iron. Kyle soars up to try and grab it. It ricochets off his hands, and Nate George comes away with it for the Orange. Some numbers here for the Orange, 5-on-4. Kings with a corner 3 on the far side is money. Nate Kings drills the triple. It's 3-0 Syracuse, 50 seconds played in the first half. SMU setting up shop, looking for an answer. A team that's shooting the best percentage in the ACC at 3-pointers at 40% as a team. To the far wing, a 3-pointer off back iron by Corey Washington. Rebound, offensive board goes to SMU. The putback, no good. The second effort is true, courtesy of Jaden Toombs. It's 3-2 Syracuse, minute 20 played.
William Kyle down low, giving up 4 inches of height to Igutolu.
George lets one fly from the far wing, off the right side of the rim. Rebound inside. William Kyle going at it with Corey Washington, and the whistle blows. Foul called against SMU. So Syracuse gets the ball right back. Nate George set to inbound from the far baseline. Igutolu, the guilty party. First foul of the game as George looks for options. Gives up to Kings. Wide open. 3 from the far side off right iron. And SMU comes away with the miss. Jerron Pierre Jr. gets to the left elbow. Skip pass in the lane for Toombs. His floater short. Put back won't go. Rebound smacks off the backboard, and Kings comes away with it for Syracuse. Pushing the pace the other way. He goes to the near floor. Gives it up to Starling off the handoff. And now Syracuse works it back around. Minute 50 gone in this first half. Syracuse up by 1. It's 3-2 as George drives the baseline, draws the double team. That forces Freeman wide open. He launches a 3, won't go. Kings the offensive rebound, and put back with the left hand is good. Nate Kings has all 5 points for Syracuse thus far. It's 5-2 Orange. 2:10 gone in the first half. Boopy Miller from the near wing. Pocket pass to Igutolu. Nice bounce pass along the baseline. And Pierre Jr. finishes with the up and under. 5-4 Syracuse leads, 2.5 gone. J.J. Starling has a lane. Kick out, Kings, far corner 3. Rattles out. Igutolu grabs the miss for SMU. Pierre Jr., why not step into a 3 from the near wing, off back iron, and SMU with another offensive board. This one courtesy of Washington, and finishing at the rim is Pierre Jr. on a nice zip pass. And SMU takes the lead by 1 point. 2:50 gone in the first half.
4 offensive rebounds for the Mustangs so far, only 2 on the defensive end.
Syracuse trying to box out one of the worst teams at grabbing those boards. 15th in the ACC. Starling spinning through the lane. Step back floater won't go. Off back iron. Starling 0 for 7 in the last game against Pitt as Boopy comes soaring coast to coast and lays it in with the left hand on the near side. Starling might be cold, but Boopy Miller is red hot, coming off of a career high 32 points. George the other way, throws it off the glass and in. Count it, plus the foul. The pace here at the Spectrum Center has been ramped up ever since the opening tip. Both teams trading buckets.